This is going to trigger so many people, but it is. It's a 100x alert, a Cardano 100x alert. So we're going to break down in this video, everybody. It's not me saying that Cardano is going to 100x, but I want to break down the numbers. I want to actually talk about my opinion in terms of 100x for ADA. 100x going into a bull market is not uncommon for altcoins. It just is what it is. There's probably going to be plenty of 100x plays. But in this case, I want to talk about it as it relates to Cardano. So hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in. I'm going to break down, I just want to say this, I'm going to break down realistic data, not hopium data, not craziness data, just very realistic data. And I'm going to kind of intertwine my opinion into what I'm talking about here. So this is stemming from this video. This clip is actually a YouTube video from Coin Bureau over here on YouTube. And a buddy of mine texted me about this, and I went to watch it, and I posted a very quick clip I'm going to show you right now talking about 100x potential for Cardano. This is a guy over at Coin Bureau. I love the breakdown, and I put, he gets it. And I want to talk about why I said that in this video. So let's take a quick clip of Guy, and then we'll chat about it.
ADA saw a 100x gain between its zone in the previous cycle and its top in the most recent cycle, from 3 cents to $3. ADA's zone.
So this zone concept is something I'm going to break down on the charts, and then we're going to look at what those gains look like.
For the current cycle seems to be around $1.20. So if Cardano is following Ethereum, this means ADA could see a 20x gain between this key zone and its next top of around $24.
So he's talking about a 20x gain from that dollar something area to $24, and then he breaks down the 100x right here.
That doesn't sound like much, but consider that ADA is currently worth 25 cents. That's almost 100x.
So there you go, everybody. So real quick, I want to get this right off the bat so we can just chart it, put it on the chart. That is to say, the current total supply of Cardano right there times $24. What does it give us? $845 billion market cap. $845 billion market cap. Let's go to the charts. We're looking at $24. Let me just mark it real quick so we have some context. $24 right around here, right? So $24, that's $26 right there. We're looking at 800 some billion dollar market cap. If we go to Ethereum real quick for reference, the last bull market for Ethereum, remember, this was the first bull market where Ethereum DeFi came online. You can see Uniswap was created back here in that bear market in 2018. So this is the Ethereum bull market with DeFi, all these projects exploding. Similar environment Cardano is going into for its first time, this bull market. Ethereum hit $546 billion market cap. So let's first kind of state the fact that this scenario where ADA is to go to $24 speculatively, that would be Cardano in its second bull cycle breaking, I should say second full bull cycle with DeFi online now, breaking Ethereum's last bull cycle. Off the bat, I just want to say that I don't think that's entirely realistic. But let's talk about what is realistic, because this is floating around on Twitter. Obviously, I tweeted a clip of it, and it got some people talking. But let's look at the chart. If you look at this chart right now, I think the first question I have in regards to those zones that he's talking about is, I'm not exactly sure where he got the $1.20 zone. If we locate a $1.20, I think it was a $1.20, right? I think he's taking this area of consolidation in the middle of the last bull market, as well as maybe this resistance area here, and he kind of just put this zone here, right? But here's where I think this concept of comparing previous cycles to each other to get a speculative outlook for price, value in any chain, this concept that he's using, here's where I think it becomes compelling on this chart, because it's very similar to what we've been doing anyway. We've been analyzing this zone on our YouTube channel, which is kind of this lower 20 cent range type of zone, this bottoming out area. You can see ADA bottomed out here in January 2022, made a move to the upside, and it's just trickling down again right in this red box. And if you look at the last bear market, what did ADA do? It hit this first zone around 3 cents, and this was a zone that he alluded to in his video, guy over at Coin Bureau, but hit 3 cents. He talked about that. Comes up in this red rectangle last cycle, and you can see it kind of bottomed out, and even at COVID swing low, this 3 cent zone. we have this very similar bottoming out type of structure happening with ADA this cycle around. Even from a time frame perspective, you look at these red zones prior to the Bitcoin halving, even from that time frame perspective, it's so on pace. It's incredible. I like to use these two zones and compare them. And that is to say 3-cent bottom area and 20-cent range bottom area for ADA. Now, once I kind of take that, here's what I really want to do. I want to first see, well, what did ADA do out of that low? And I'm going to take like the 3-cent range. We know what it did, everybody. It went to $3. It did the 100x that guy is talking about in that video. It did the 100x. So as is in crypto, people like to do this. What if it does it again, right? That's kind of the first thing. And I'm going to talk about real briefly why that's not a good idea. But let's just say, what if it does it again from, let's just say 23 cents, 100x, right? Take it up here and we're going to around $23, $24. Just like I said in that video, right? From 25 cents, around 100x gains. Here's the thing. Especially as market caps get higher, and Cardano's market cap right now is higher than it was in that bear market low. The chances of seeing 100x gains just in one bull cycle, I'm not saying overall on the macro, I think ADA will one day break $1 trillion market cap, but for this next cycle alone, 100x gains, I think is a little bit less out of the equation than what happened last cycle, because we were going from 3 cents to $3 last cycle. Now we're going from 28 cents as I do this video. We need to put in some serious gains. And as you just saw, 800 some billion dollar market cap to see 100x. Not sure that is in play in the next bull cycle. But the good news for ADA holders is this. It very much could be somewhere in between. And that's so realistic. And so if we break down, okay, we already saw Ethereum, $546 billion, DeFi coming online for the first time. We have that context in terms of a big chain, right? We go over to ADA and check this out. This is incredible to me. You know how this Ethereum chart, and I talked about this briefly before, but Uniswap was created in the bear market before the DeFi bull market. I just think it's crazy how this was Sunday Swap, I believe, coming online in this most previous bear market. This was DeFi coming online, starting with really Sunday Swap in this bear market prior to the next DeFi, the first DeFi bull market for Cardano. Am I saying that Cardano is going to hit $546 billion market cap? I don't think Cardano, from a market cap perspective, is going to outperform Ethereum's first DeFi bull market. So Cardano's first DeFi bull market, which we're getting ready to go into, I don't think will outperform Ethereum's first DeFi bull market. Is there a chance it could? There is. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think it could happen, especially the one key thing could be is institutional demand coming in and starting to spread into smart contract platforms. We see Grayscale. They're releasing these new indices. They have a smart contract one. If there's that type of interest all of a sudden flowing in this early, I'm not sure this cycle it's going to be that crazy. That could be the scenario. I just don't think that's going to happen. But a $500 billion market cap, I think, is around $15 for ADA, right? So if I'm saying I don't think that's going to happen, or at least ADA is not going to outperform that, what am I saying then? Well, this is what I like to do. I like to very simply just tone it down a little bit and see what is realistic. Well, we have this. Ethereum, $125 billion, this first nice little crazy bull market that it had in 2017. ADA, we know the last bull market, $93 billion. You can just see right there, ADA underperformed versus Ethereum in those kind of similar cycles, right? So in that regard, I'm saying I think Cardano will underperform in terms of that exact market value that it captures across crypto in the next bull cycle compared to Ethereum's $546 billion. But I think this is in play. Underperforming, hitting maybe $300, $400 billion market cap is in play. That's a $10 Cardano. And the question for you is this, and what's funny is in that Coin Bureau video, he was talking about 20x gains for ADA, and he even said that might not sound like much, because to people in crypto, 20x doesn't sound like a lot, and that's hilarious to me because 20x is insane. 20x is phenomenal. especially when it's a blue chip altcoin that everybody knows about. But let's take 28 cents where we are right now to around $10. We're looking at it's around a 35x. Is that enough? I mean, I don't know. For me, that would be enough. And that's the thing. When we're analyzing these things, I want to do a deeper dive, maybe capture some other data from other places, maybe BTC, ADA pair, things of that nature. Talk about potential institutional play, right, in terms of what could be coming into altcoins. But at the very least, I think it's very fair to give a range for now. Instead of just doing a price prediction, right, I think a range. And that is to say, I think $10 is in play. $5 to $10, I think, is a very conservative outlook for ADA. That's kind of currently where I stand. I'm watching to see market dynamics as we pivot to bull market, right? We're kind of in this very similar phase where we were at this time last cycle. I'm waiting a little bit to start approaching the halving. What's market sentiment? What are the narratives? What happens with the Coinbase SEC case? What happens with all of these things happening? And then I think I'm going to do a more particular Cardano price prediction. But for now, I think $5 to $10 range is such an in-play thing for ADA. And anything above that, I'm not saying is definitely not going to happen, but I think anything above 10, especially anything above 15, and that is to say anything where ADA is outperforming this number, $500 billion market cap or so, I'd be very cautious of just simply and blindly buying into that. Like, it's definitely going to happen. Let's get hype because we're getting 100x gains to $20+ for ADA this cycle. In the long term, do I think that's in play for ADA? Absolutely. But in this next cycle, I like to keep things realistic. I like to break down the data, just look at, okay, and this is nothing shocking. $10 is nothing shocking, everybody, for ADA. If that happens, $10, $11, I don't think that's anything that we should look back on and be like, I can't believe this happened, right? I think when I zoom out on the general journey that I've been on, you know, in terms of ADA and crypto in general, I probably actually will be like, I can't believe ADA is at $10 right now. I mean, when ADA hit $3, it's kind of like, we're getting there when it hit $3. I think it'll be a very similar type of vibe if it's hitting $8, $9, $10. It'd be a very similar vibe. Like, we're getting there. There's so much value coming on chain. And because of that, there are a lot of investors and a lot of value investors out there that see what's happening, see what's being built. And the question is, and this is that one thing that outlier is like, well, when will institutions get that exposure? And I think they're coming. I think it's coming to altcoins. It's not just a Bitcoin thing. There's all this talk about Bitcoin ETF stuff, which is awesome, which is huge for altcoins alone. But that exposure, that money, altcoins are going to capture that as well. And I think Cardano is well positioned to capture a big piece of it. So shout out to Coin Bureau for doing the video that he did. The clip was great. The video was great. I just wanted to break down, put some context around it in terms of deeper layers of data and what market cap might look like in these scenarios, and just also give you my opinion. But again, that's all this is, everybody. This is my opinion. This is based on data that I've been tracking, that I've been studying. I would love to know your opinion out there. If you're not a subscriber, everybody, hit the subscribe on your way out. Make sure you turn notifications on. Hit the like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you're having a good week so far. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.